A man once came to Chuang Tzu. He did not come for philosophy, nor for poetry, nor for knowledge. He came with a trembling question, raw and ancient, the kind of question that every human secretly carries, whether spoken or not. He said, "Master, is there something, anything that I can take with me after my death? Something that will not be burned by fire, not be drowned by water, not be destroyed by time, not be taken by thieves, not be erased by forgetting." Chuang Tzu looked at him. He did not speak immediately. In fact, he did not even look at the man's words. He looked at the man's eyes, tired eyes, searching eyes, eyes full of clinging, eyes afraid of emptiness. He smiled, but he did not answer. Instead, he picked up a handful of dry leaves from the ground. He held them up gently. A few fell away, dancing in the breeze. A few stayed, caught between his fingers. He whispered, almost to the leaves, "All things stay for a while. All things leave when it is time. Nothing is yours. Nothing ever was." The man protested, "But I have worked all my life, earned a name, built a reputation, collected wealth, created bonds, gathered knowledge. Surely, there must be something that belongs to me." Chuang Tzu said, "Everything you claim to own is written on water. It appears, you read it, and before you look up again, it is gone. Time erases all things that are written on water. Sooner or later, even mountains disappear. Sooner or later, even stars will dissolve. Time is the ultimate eraser." The man looked disturbed. "Then what is the point of living?" he asked. "If everything I achieve, everything I gather, everything I love will be taken away, then why do anything at all?" Chuang Tzu laughed, not mockingly, but like wind passing through bamboo. Soft, musical, liberating. Living, he said, is not for possessing. It is for experiencing. It is for saving. It is for dancing with the moment. Life is not meant to be held. It is meant to be lived. That which you live fully, you never lose. But that which you try to hold, you never truly live. He continued, "You ask me, what can I take with me after death? But I ask you, what are you carrying now that truly belongs to you? Even in life, you are empty-handed. You have only thoughts of ownership, not ownership itself." The man replied, "But I have a body, thoughts, desires, a name, a lifetime of memories. Are these not mine?" Chuang Tzu said gently, "Let us examine." He pointed to the man's body. "Did you design it? Did you choose your height, your bones, your heartbeat? No. The body is borrowed from earth, from water, from sunlight, from unseen forces. When you die, it will return to its real owners." He pointed to the man's thoughts. "Your thoughts, are they uniquely yours? Or are they echoes of teachers, words of books, fragments of conversations? Even your thinking is borrowed from others. Thought is collective, not yours." He pointed to the man's memories. "Even memories are fragile. Some fade while you still live. Others change while you still remember them. How can something so unstable be truly yours?" The man grew quiet. Chuang Tzu then asked, "Your name, was it not given by others? Your pride, was it not fed by others? Your fears, were they not planted by others?" The man lowered his head. "Then what is mine?" Chuang Tzu smiled. "Look at the sky. Does it possess the clouds? No. It hosts them for a while. Look at the tree. Does it own the birds? No. It shelters them for a while. Look at the river. Does it own the water? No. It carries it for a while." He paused. The sky remains when the clouds go. The tree remains when the birds go. The riverbed remains when the water goes. What remains in you when all things go? That is you. The man looked up. His eyes were softer now. Something was turning. Something was dropping. Chuang Tzu spoke slowly. That which sees all coming and going, that is your real nature. That silent awareness that witnessed your childhood, your youth, your laughter, your tears. The body changed, the memories changed, the dreams changed. But one thing remained untouched, the witnessing awareness. That, Chuang Tzu said, is the only thing that does not come and does not go. That awareness is not born, and that awareness does not die. The man asked, "But how do I know it? How do I find this awareness?" Chuang Tzu said, "You cannot find it, because you are it. A torch does not need another torch to see itself. Fire sees fire by being fire. Awareness sees itself by being aware." The man slowly whispered, "Then awareness is the only thing I can take with me." Chuang Tzu nodded. "Yes, but not because you take it. You simply never lose it. It is your nature. Everything else is luggage." He continued, "The wise do not prepare for death by collecting things. They prepare by dropping things. They prepare not by adding, but by subtracting. Not by becoming more, but by becoming less. And when one becomes so empty," he said, "life itself becomes full. That is the paradox." The man asked, "What should I do now?" Chuang Tzu did not answer with words. He simply sat under a tree, silently, unmoving, aware, and something in the man finally understood, not through thoughts, not through teachings, but through a deep, wordless recognition. He sat next to Chuang Tzu. Neither spoke. A bird sang somewhere. A leaf fell somewhere. Two silences sat side by side. And slowly, silence recognized itself. The final whisper when the wind rose, Chuang Tzu spoke once more, very softly. "When you die," he said, "you will take nothing with you, except what you loved, except what you understood, except what you became. What you loved, not as possession, but as presence. What you understood, not as knowledge, but as wisdom. What you became, not externally, but existentially. You cannot take your body. You cannot take your name. You cannot take your belongings, your titles, or your monuments. But you can take your silence. You can take your awareness. You can take your love if it was pure. You can take your essence if you discovered it while living." He stood up. The wind played with his loose robe as if it knew him. And he said, almost as a sigh, "The sky takes nothing with it, but nothing is outside it. Be like the sky." The man closed his eyes. And for the first time, he did not seek an answer. For the first time, the question itself dissolved.